So if you're doing a livery, you get to see it out in the open world as opposed to in the auto show.
So you can see how it's going to react.
This is a really nice touch for the livery makers out there. You can go around and see how reflections of trees and things.
Seeing the car you've built, like outside the house you've bought, it's just, it's so
yeah, it's a great feeling. So in terms of cars and customization, this is the car Andy was driving earlier, the R32 Skyline. We've now added this beautiful Rocket Bunny kit to it. It's a really nice kind of classic looking kit, but it's actually from, I believe, last year.
Yeah.
So for Horizon 4, we wanted to keep adding kits. It was something that was really well received with Horizon 3. So we've kept adding, and we're trying to keep up with what people like Liberty Walk, Rocket Bunny, and RWB are doing.
Have we got 30 new kits?
Yeah, so we've got 30 new kits, most of which are branded, and we've also got a special off-road kit, which we'll show later on as well. So if we quickly change our car, we can have a look at one of the new kits on the McLaren 650.
McLaren?
So you're going to love this then if you love McLaren. So this is an absolutely stunning kit. So let's pop that, drops it down to the floor.
It's going to change how it performs in game.
Oh, for sure, yeah. So it's wider, you get wider tyres with it, a lot more grip with that. Some aerodynamic tweaks there as well, especially with the ludicrously large wing hanging off the back of it.
So actually, something you just mentioned out with like the tyres. Can you like change those in any ways though now, like in customization?
So new for Horizon 4, we've been listening to the community, and a big ask has always been to allow you to change your wheel offset or where your wheels sit on the car.
Yeah.
It's a subtle thing, but it can radically alter how a car looks. So for Horizon 4, over 150 cars are going to have what we're calling wheel spacers, so you can now space your wheels out.
Okay.
We can actually jump in and have a look at that if we want. Car nerdy, this is quite a big one, so you can now get your wheels nice and spaced out. So you can just get that stance perfect, and as I say, we're going to be on at least 150 cars at launch, and it's another little change that you can do to your car to just really nail down the personalization to get it exactly how you want.
Wait, what's that? Is that castle? Was that
so
like a little...
I was going to say, for a castle fan, that is one of the 3 castles in the game, I want to say.
Yeah, I think that's correct. Yeah,
is that one you can buy, or is that?
No, so this is actually the location for the Horizon Festival this time around. So we've set it within the ruins of this old castle, which was something that somebody gave me a note to watch John Wick 2, and there was a really cool scene in that movie where they had like a club that'd been set up in this old room.
I've seen that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, that's a really cool idea. And then the whole, Horizon Festival, the colour and all the lights and the sort of installation pieces you expect to see in the festival, plus the sort of ancient architecture of Britain felt like a cool combo that we could use.
Yeah, it's a nice little combination to get it.
Yeah.
Daniel Banks has also asked, are bonus boards still a thing?
Bonus boards are still totally a thing, yeah. And I think actually, again, I realise I'm like teasing stuff that's in future weeks a lot here, but in future weeks, I think we're going to let you go and look at some of the more deviant...
Is this going to change players' approaches and kind of expand on it? Like, what's your personal favourite in summer, especially kind of like race to go and do?
So I'm a massive cross-country fan, and we have... I think we've got some of the best cross-countries we've ever done in Horizon games. Partly that owes to the fact that this is probably definitely the most vertical world we've ever created. And I know that some of our fans have given us feedback about Australia being pretty flat. I don't think they're going to have that criticism of this game.
This has just made me want to go to that jump. You know the one I'm on about. Okay, this is kind of sick, because I think that is talking like the verticality of the game. There are some ridiculous jumps. And then, okay, hon. This is just incredible for me. Like, this kind of seeing that. That is very British.
Yep.
Right, that kind of like that landscape is very British.
Countryside,
then like rock walls. Not maybe jumping off the cliff, but that kind of view.
Yeah.
For me, is very British summer. A lot of people are asking to see the map as well. If we can, are we able to have?
We're going to do it next week when we fix the bug with it.
That's such a thing. Just riding along the motorways here. Yeah. I think this is kind of very Tokyo Drift, kind of going up the mountain. What other? We've actually got a few more questions as well. Silent K666 asks, is there an airport in the game?
There is, yeah. It's actually, so it's become a bit of a tradition for us to include an airport. So yeah, we've got one in there. It's this time it's a slightly older abandoned airfield that's out in the middle of the sticks, sort of towards the north side of the map. And there's some really cool stuff that the level design team have done with that as well. So they've set up some really cool. How would you describe it? Like sort of almost like an assault course there that you can kind of go.
Kind of like a gymkhana has been filmed there, you know, kind of thing. So tires and obstacles and stuff like that.
And it's fair to say that in the past, you know, we've always used the runway as that drag strip moment in the games, but this time we actually have a dedicated drag strip in the festival, which people may have seen from some.
I think we were at it earlier actually.
Oh yeah, of course. But then there are other drag strips that feature in the game as well. So we actually do have, as ridiculous as this sounds, there is one on the ice lake in winter that you can.
There is a drag strip on the ice lake,
and one on the beach as well. If I'm right, Are
we able to have a look at drone mode quickly?
We can, yes.
We can, and also it's worth mentioning actually with drone mode. So one of the things that totally happened in 3 with the community that we didn't necessarily expect was that we just because we were trying to make a really authentic world, we built in all the lay-bys and car parks that existed in the parts of the world we were recreating in Australia, and people started parking up there and having ad hoc car meets and using drone mode to like film them and everything. So we totally made sure that we're catering to that now as well. So we've got specific hangout spaces in the festival, and we've made sure the whole world is littered with more of those kinds of areas for people to do that kind of thing.
Because it's probably worth mentioning that this whole stream has been done in Horizon Solo. So, you know, we obviously talked about how the game is a shared world game. It will be mostly online, I guess is probably a good way of describing it. But lots of people at E3 fed back to us and said, you know, what if I want to play it offline? What if I can't play it online? This is, I guess, to demonstrate the fact that you can play
you still
solo
get the experience,
against drivatars, and a very similar experience, you know, in that regard to Forza Horizon 3. Next week on our stream in autumn, next Tuesday, we're going to be showing more of the shared world stuff. So we're going to be showing Horizon Life. We're going to be showing some of the really cool things that you can do while the game is connected and while you are sharing the world with everyone else who is playing it. And we're going to try and convince some folks to stay late and upstairs and play the game with
get
us.
Involved. Customization.
Cool,
What can we do?
Go through. We've got tops. That's your upper layer.
Yeah.
Jackets. So outer layers, coats, you know, that kind of stuff. Legs, feet, hats, eye accessories, nose accessories, wrist accessories, hands, so gloves. And then there is one more tab, which is outfits, but we'll come back to that later on.